Wouldn't Mysterio be kind of awkward in a Thena deck? The thing you need to not get caught up on when playing a card like Thena is you don't need to trigger her absolutely every single turn she's in play for her to be good. She needs to trigger approximately twice over the course of the game to be a reasonable stat line. So don't get caught up on not playing good cards just because they have a small amount of anti-synergy with your other good cards. It's fine to just play a bunch of good cards in the same deck. I don't know. This deck might not be good. I don't know the answer to that question or not offhand. It's what we're playing games to figure out, but... Thena is a card that generates the type of Marvel Snap games I personally really enjoy playing. So, hopefully she's solid. Am I staying? I think I'm staying. My parts are rapidly decomposing. This is probably a bad stay. I just want to see how the game plays out, though. Hoping to draw Jeff, or actually any of the cards we could draw here are all really solid. Literally didn't have a bad draw on the deck. To go. Thena Kitty into Gilgamesh Kitty. And the Kitty will be 4 here in hand. And the Gilgamesh will end up being 1, 2, 3, 4. He's a 5/11. Amazing, but fine. I mean, I'll be curious to see if Gilgamesh ends up feeling optimal outside of blue Marvel decks. Feels like it's going to be harder to get him past like 11 to 12 with any amount of consistency. Mysterio just here for Bishop. No, Mysterio technically has synergy with Elsa as well, and Angela. Maybe I should have gone Krull or Nebula that turn. They are definitely a Professor X deck. We snapped them on that? Scary. I mean, I'm gaining 6 Syria. What a deeply fun and interesting strategy game we are playing. Jeff! Okay. Let's be Cannonball. I don't actually know. I didn't count. We're winning the left, yeah. Gilgadaddy is here. There's Gilgadaddy. We're winning even without the Jeff draw.
Victory.
Were we losing if... Were we losing if they switched these? I think we were. They would have cannonballed this, and they would have been +3. So they would have been 32, and I would have been -12. So we lost because they made a mistake. We won because they made a mistake.
Frame break. We'll put Nightcrawler here in case this location is beneficial for him. I mean, honestly, our hand's set up enough that I think I snapped the district decks here. Their deck is heavily synergy based with Black Knight, so this is probably worse for them than us. Rip. And 5 cards from their deck, and 3 of them were Black Knight, Lady Sif, and whatnot. I mean, thanks for waiting to snap me back, I guess. Enjoy your 2 cubes. I don't know, maybe I, like, reconsider and leave if they snap me back, but, like, it's definitely fucking wild to show me that and then press the button. How can you play Craven when the move changed rude to all the cards? Asking the real questions. Gonna snap our AI overlord here. They were probably a 50-50. Ooh, that's a good call out. Yeah, probably.
don't think it matters because we're playing against a bot, but I think we do bishop first. And we'll do like Craven Kitty. Move was OP, didn't you know? I mean, decks featuring Craven, Kitty, Jeff, and stuff have been consistently some of the best performing decks in the game for a little while. But, like, for the sake of not being like a typical chatter, they didn't make the adjustment to how cards move for the sake of power level. They made it for the sake of consistency. And I think for the sake of consistency, it was definitely a good change overall. Are you supposed to Craven Kitty into Bishop Kitty? Yeah, maybe. It spreads the points out in a little bit different manner, but that might be fine. Yeah, but it's more total stats on the board, but it concentrates the stats in Thena, I think is the relevant part. Our opponent's obviously an AI, so the wins isn't particularly satisfying, but overall, like, this is a good demonstration of, like, what our deck is capable of, yeah? I'm salty. Move was the only themed deck I enjoy. I mean, the move deck is still very good. Not sure why you're salty about things. Still play and enjoy that deck plenty. Gilgamesh is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's gonna be 14 here. It's the biggest he's been in this shell so far. It's not bad. And Thena triggers as well again. Not an interesting game because of the AI, but interesting because it showed kind of the output range of our deck. A couple other people mentioned that Debris has had periodic crashes in tandem with location animations too, I've noticed. It's definitely not a you problem. Second Dinner's been on fire with new releases, banger after banger. I agree. Second Dinner is currently on a pretty incredible streak as far as cards being playable but not offensive go. What a cursed avatar here, holy. Pixel Red Skull. Bishop, one of my favorite cards. Not really. He goes in my favorite style of deck, but I don't know that I'm particularly partial to Bishop specifically. Do I want to get Angela going, or do I want to get Thena bigger? I think I want to get Angela going. Gross. We're hoping to draw like Kitty Pride. You tried new Thanos yet? Yeah, if you scroll back to the beginning of the rollover, we played 2 different Thanos decks. It seems fine. I think there's a world where they could retreat. I'm fine with taking a second to retreat later here.
Escaped.
You have enough time to say if she's worth keys yet. I always feel like chat's trying to gotcha me when you're asking me as if a card is worth a key on the first day. It's such a deeply subjective measure. It feels like you're trying to pin me as someone to blame if you make a purchase and the purchase doesn't work out in your favor later on. I think she's probably a new staple inside of Kitty, Angela, Elsa decks. Do you like playing Kitty, Angela, Elsa decks? If yes, consider buying Thena. Might as well play Loki. Well, Loki kind of sucks, so might as well play Loki isn't really a good take in my opinion. Yes, the web shop only tracks purchases made through the website. Should I be snapping them? I feel like they could be a Shang deck.
Oh, snap.
Snap on the Mysterio draw, I think.
Victory. Oh, snap.
This. Thena could help us catch up from the tempo loss here. I think playing Bast in my Gilgamesh Nocturne deck is not something I'm super interested in. It is cooking a little bit, huh? Yes, Mysterio counts as 3 things played for cards like Thena. So we are not getting a Thena this turn, which is fine. She's already been 7 points to stats. She's done her job. We're open to draw Elsa or Gilgamesh next turn. 50% chance of one of those two. I mean, this beats Red Hulk, yeah. I lose the Red Hulk path, I win the other two. Eric could get us. Yeah, I think we're beating Doctor Doom too. US 14! This deck definitely needs a little bit of help from locations to typically make Gilgamesh massive, but he's been north of 12 a couple of times now. You think Thena could fit in a little collector deck? Yeah, I think that's definitely a place worth trying her. That's Crevenfeld. Replacement level? If you're looking to try other things, subbing him out for something else is probably fine. Okay, but not particularly impressive. Bishop? That sounds lame. I think it's we move this, then we go Elsa Nightcrawler next turn. Do I snap them back with the claw? I think I do, yeah.
Snap.
AI Overlord! I didn't realize they added bots that snap on one. It's good to know for the future, I suppose. God, they miss getting my claw. That's so good for us. Are they a bot? Feels likely.
We are the future.
Definitely lose 8 cubes to a human cosplaying a bot here. Oh, it did instant register. You're right. Okay, we should be good then. Pump me, baby. Yay! Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Do.
Victory.
Thanks for the pump, man. Gonna skillfully making it to rank 80 already, gamers, mere hours after the season has rolled over. Enjoy some adverts. We're gonna play some more of this Thena Gilgamesh deck when we return. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Share the mocking Gilgamesh deck again. The Zoo deck? Is that the one we were playing before? It's in my decks here. Make sure you click over to ranked at the top because it defaults to Conquest. How do you rate the new music? It's good. It's a little bit less poppy than... It's a very different genre than some of the previous ones that we have. Chat, it's been 2 hours. We cannot know yet if the music is good. Give it a few days. Truth. Buying from the shop in your phone, give Google Play points. I don't know what you mean by shop on your phone. Do you mean like using the URL, the web page? No. $9,000. Thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it.
Breaking news.
Go Elsa into Bishop Kitty.
Oh, snap.
Stand, Jet. They have Loki in their hands. Why aren't they staying? Come, play a game with me, gamer. How's the new season feeling? The new season's mostly the same as last season. How enjoyable the games are is directly proportional to how much Professor X we play against. That's pretty good. We'll snap on that one. I love that she glows when she's going to trigger. Good luck in the rest of your climb, Prey. I will say every time I have a ladder session, I'm reminded that Conquest is genuinely a better format for testing new decks. Because people actually like stay in Conquest games because they don't care about the results most of the time. So you can like actually see your stuff play out. Like when both gamers care about the outcome of the games, like, I don't know, 80% of snap games almost feel like they end in retreats. And it's not that anybody's wrong to be doing that, it's just like what's optimal. Either way on this, it might be right to Elsa this turn, and then start triggering Elsa next turn. Yeah, it works out for me. What's this? To answer a question I was going to ask a while ago, you had made a joke about if a content creator is playing Conquest, they don't have faith in their deck. Yeah, I think that my opinion's changed on that, Captivix. AI is winning on the second to last turn, so they stayed, or so they snapped. I'm playing out the Hulk this turn because one, they're a bot, and two, I want to be able to trigger Thena next turn. I went on a deep dive of the Marvel Snap subreddit because I hate myself. For those at home, I'm paraphrasing there. but stumbled upon something saying Second Dinner uses data mines to determine which spotlight caches people actually want and then changes them around. Is there any merit to that, or is that speculation? I would assume... I actually think Second Dinner is very bad at what they do if they don't do that. No, genuinely, Second Dinner should 100% be looking for feedback on what people think. Here's the thing, chat. And people will twist this and act like it's supposed to be a bad thing. But Second Dinner's goal for Spotlight caches is for every week of Spotlight caches to be desirable for people. If there's a week of Spotlight caches that is awful, Second Dinner's fucked up. They haven't done their job. Their goal and their job is to make it so there is a compelling reason to want to open your boxes every single week. It's 110%. If Second Dinner doesn't have their economists or people who make the Spotlight schedule, if they're not looking at all of the videos that people like me and others make talking about which Spotlight weeks are good or bad, they should 100% be going in and being like, oh, Jeff and Cozy and these other creators, they think this Spotlight week is shit. We should adjust that one so it's not shit. Dead Orphan, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Please be a neutral location. Please be a neutral location. We take those. We take those. Yes, I think it's silly to say that they only adjust the Spotlight cache schedule for the pure purpose of screwing with the players. I think they very clearly are adjusting the Spotlight cache schedule because their goal is to make Spotlights desirable each and every week. Not surprised to see New York fight it here. This is for Graven deck. Kitty Pride's our best possible draw next turn. Dead to Red Hulk because we didn't draw Kitty. I'd like to dedicate this cube to the Sokovia that discarded my opponent's cannonball. You the real MVP, game. You the real MVP. I definitely like Thena in this type of deck. So far, I'm a little bit medium on Gilgamesh. It definitely feels like... I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of weeks from now the conclusion is Gilgamesh is only good in blue Marvel decks. That would be unsurprising to me. I think there's a couple of shells I want to try him in, including like this one, and then maybe some things with like Nova. I wouldn't be shocked if we're like, push came to shove and we tested it out and it's just like only really ideal inside of blue marble piles. Patriot Gilgamesh actually isn't something I have on my to-do list. I should probably put it on there. Pretty solid. Oh, I don't know about Iron Lad. There was a little Nico Patriot list we played for a little bit. I think it was pretty reasonable. Okay, so they Ultron because of Titan, and then they have 24 everywhere, and we're dead. Good location variance for them.
Escaped.
Thena Patriot. I don't know about Thena and Patriot. I meant Gilgamesh and Patriot. Cannonball should die. I actually think all of the hate that gets directed at Cannonball is incredibly unreasonable and silly. It is very clearly Professor X that is the problematic card of Cannonball's going-ons.
Snap.
Oh, this doesn't work anymore, gamers. That's so sad. Am I gonna tell them that I'm getting rid of the Nexus? I think so. And then we're super dead to hella. Like I think most of these Thena Gilgamesh decks are just going to be. Hey, I'm supposed to retreat later in case they don't have it, but I think that's probably gonna be a pretty typical situation for a lot of these decks. The numbers you're making, while they're reasonable in a lot of spots, are just not going to be competitive into the numbers hella can pump out. Play Leech. Leech isn't good against Tella.
Victory.
That's about as interesting as a bot game, I suppose. They were AFK. Hopefully he remembered to run his adverts while he was AFK instead of letting them auto play over the next game when he's actually there to play. JRC, thank you for the 28 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I doubt as well. Oh, what's the new AFK? It is a hero collector RPG game. I like it a lot. It's a ton of fun. It's got an auto battler mode inside of it. So it does typical hero collector stuff, and then also has a like team fight tactics / Hearthstone battleground style thing. Yes, this is an actual AI. So again, this is the only 100% surefire way. Someone else mentioned Barun was causing crashes earlier too. The only 100% surefire way to know you're playing against a bot is to snap. And then immediately end the turn and see that the turn ends on him. Yeah, the reconnect is fast. Alright, and then Gilgamesh will be 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 11, and then Thena's getting another 3. No, it's not a fake bot. I snapped it, ended the turn, and the turn immediately ended. It's the one surefire way to know you're not playing an AI. Or the way you are playing an AI, sorry. Words, what do they mean? Get the casserole when Slim Shady stands up here.
Victory.
I vibe on this, right? Because I'm going to want to go Angela into Thena Crawler here. Get a little bit punished if they have, get a little bit punished if we draw Kitty Pride. Well... Little League's in session. Hello. Yes, the Pride variants will be Twitch drop starting on Friday.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Enough said, bub. Escaped.
Thoughts on Thena? 2 energy cards that scale in power over the course of the game tend to be very playable in Marvel Snap. Like Havoc. Yes, exactly like Havoc.
Minions to me.
Snap fan data mines say that there is a new folder called Game Replay. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Nocturne was the best draw in my deck, but I don't know that it means we can win the game still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5, 15. I go to 11 over here. And then over here, I'm at 7, 18. It puts me to 21. I don't think they're a Shang deck. Oh, Limpier.
We are the
A little bit short on beating that, yeah. I'm not crazy, right? They changed how cards move / nerf them. You're not crazy, you're just illiterate and didn't read the patch notes. Now, check out the full patch review video here. It's only a few minutes, it's not a very big patch. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I don't know how much more of this core I expect to play. Gilgamesh was fine here, not nearly as good as he was in the Blue Marvel deck. My big takeaway in this core is definitely, my big takeaway in this core is definitely just this style of like little movers, growers decks does not feel remotely competitive into Hela. It felt somewhat fine into the other decks that we played in the format, but it's starting to get a real read because there's so many bots that we're gonna climb regardless. But I wouldn't be surprised if both Gilgamesh isn't ideal here, and even if you play something ideal in this slot, the deck's still just not quite good enough into Hela. But it was something I wanted to make sure that we tried. I'm glad that we poked it a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and raid, who are we